Hello, friends! I lost all of the audio for this episode from me. Actually, I forgot to turn my microphone. Anyways, so I don't know what I'm saying here. I don't know what exciting and interesting and wonderful commentary there is going to be. So, I'm just going to do my best to recreate it entirely out of pocket. I installed the game audio, for all the good that does. So, that guy's like, "Rawr, no getting past that," and I'm just like, no, easy. Except that I messed it up, apparently. Gosh, why did I do that? Jade, no, you can't do that, Jade. You have to go back. You have to go to the left. Yeah, okay, fine, that works, that works. Trampolines are so good in this game. I love it. Now, there's multiple plot triggers that I'm supposed to be going to. I can walk on trees, and that's cool. I'm ignoring all the plot triggers because I don't want to... Yeah, see this plot trigger here? I'm not going there. We're going to the Gerudo lands. Because we want to see big, hot women. Which I think, you know, speaks to all of us, right? Like, even the gay guys are going to be like, man, big, hot women are pretty cool. You know, it's just a universal truth. So we're going to avoid all quest triggers that we can, which, spoiler, is this one so far, because we've only dropped one episode. But I'm going to keep on doing that. See, I'm a big fan of sequence breaking, because one of two things will happen anytime that you sequence break. Either one, the game is going to be extremely funny, or two, the game is going to acknowledge you, the player, and say, dang, props, no, we respect that. Like, if you go get the Great MacGuffin beforehand, and someone says, do you have the Great MacGuffin? Okay. Hey, you have the Great MacGuffin now. Like, I find that funny. That's funny to me. But, and on the other hand, like, the developers might just go, oh, the Great MacGuffin, I see you already claimed it. You must be a hard worker, or something like that, and it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel proud. You know, it's a gamer moment, you know? It's a proud gamer moment. I like the game. I'm a gamer. What can I say? You know? That's my red flag. Is gamer. No, my red flag is streamer. Let's be honest. But Jade, streaming isn't a red flag. Yes, it is. No, it absolutely is. Also, I'm realizing now that we got a higher jump when we were Link at the beginning of the game, I think. Apparently these things are going to Korok about. I'm just using that as a verb now. They're going to Korok, as in be scattered across the landscape, as in to exist in several places as collectibles. That's now a verb. We can now Korok. If anybody wants to Korok with me, just let me know. This is a much different experience. I thought about what to do with this, because I didn't want to just, like, waste an entire recording session, you know? And my first thought was to condense it down and add it to another episode, and just be like, I lost some footage, and here we go with all this stuff, and I decided not to. Oh, that's right, I gave this guy a crazy accent. Or, I guess, tonality? I don't know. Check this out. Hello, I'm the stamp guy. No, where was it? Was it that one? I have loved stamps since I was a tiny tot. Now I'm Hyrule's biggest stamp fan. That's exactly what it was. I bet you're curious about this stand. Why, this here is a stamp stand. That stands for stamps. I'm Stamp Squid, that little plunk when you press one down. Oh boy. To leave a stamp behind, punctacular, from start to finish. That's why I love a stamp rally. Traveling for the stamps, collecting them all. That sounds fun, right? Well, I've collected a stamp rally with all the stamps. Okay, really excited. I don't control the pacing. Yeah, you are. Here's a stamp card. I think it was something like that. I don't know. Maximum overgoober. I like the idea that that's canonically how he looks. Like, this is, you know, artifice, but that's actually, you know, how he looks. Nothing underwater or in buildings, fair. And they're not in caves either. That'd be way too dangerous for my likes. Taste, whatever he said, I don't know. Hi. Go Stamp Rally! Yo, shout outs to this guy, though. He's just like, paratroops in and hands you a stamp card and says, hey, go ham with this. I respect it. I respect his hustle. So Link dumps 2 squares high, I guess you could call it. I guess, well, maybe those are half squares. Link jumps twice as high as we can right now. And I'm assuming that's Rock's Feather, or something equivalent thereof. And that's cool. I'm excited for that. There you go. What are you doing, Jade? Just go. There's nothing there. The Gerudo Desert. Why are you entering it from this side? What are you even doing? There's our first shot of the pretty Gerudo ladies. And some random Hylian over there. Where could the biggest rift key be? A big rift. Where could it possibly be? It's a mystery. Really, honestly, there's no way of knowing. We'll just have to look around until we find a rift. It's just scouring the desert, you know? So right here we got 2 enemies. Oh yeah, turns out Rocks absolutely rule. You'll find that out in a later episode. Oh man. Also, that one dude is actually kind of sick. So, the bird is great, we know this, but turns out Octoroks are actually just musketeers. Like, they're just straight up musket lines. I love them. I just hadn't realized how cool they were yet. This guy slaps, though. The Borblin? The Club Borblin? Borblin? Like, he's actually really solid. He'll run up, jump around, hit things with a big ol' mallet. But, like, his shield is not just for looks. The shield is actually surprisingly effective. He's, like, actually a genuinely good fighter. I kind of thought the Knight would be a good fighter, but no, the Knight kind of sucks. The Boomerang guy, on the other hand, Boomer Quanger over here, absolutely is terrible. I keep on wanting to like him, and I keep on being like, man, that seems really good and useful. Turns out, no, it sucks, and it also sucks. Sucks to suck. Ow. Hey, Tara. What are you up to? Tara. Hey, Tara. Where was I? I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted by a dog. It's one of the benefits of recording midday. I love my new schedule. It makes me very happy. I get the Club Borblin level 1 after I got the level 2, because I even sequence break collecting random stuff like this. Because of course I do. Boing. I love those little boa trees, boa trees. I forget what they are. But they're cool and I like them. I'm surprised we got vertical traversal so quickly in this game. Like, that spider is very good, and well, I don't know why I'm not using it here. But generally, it's like, vertical traversal tends to be how you wall players, right? Like, that's just the way, the easiest way and the most effective way to get the players to... Honestly, that's a good trick. easiest and most effective way to get a player to go somewhere. Or not go somewhere, as the case may be. And this game's like, nah, right out of the gate, you can climb walls, you can go straight up anything, don't worry about that. And then they have to find other ways, which are usually just hard walls, just like, you know, you cannot traverse this type walls. I was afraid that might get me to plot, so I decided to hold back on it. Splash, splash, splash. Splash, 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 splash. Splash, splash. Kitty. There's a kitty back there. Then I decide that the back door is actually going to be the safer route for avoiding plot, and then I die horribly. Oh. So, these were in Link's Awakening, but Link's Awakening is in a really weird position in Zelda canon, because it is literally Link's Sleepy Time Betty Bye story. Like, the entire spoilers for Link's Awakening? Link's Awakening is literally just a story of Link being asleep and having a dream. And by asleep I mean, like, unconscious, knocked out, and likely about to die. But that's not important right now. The important part is that it's a dream. Jade, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish here exactly, Jade? You have... No, Jade, come on. You know what solves this. You know... Just put a fire slime down there. Burn everything down. You're the whole arson character. Like, that's been an important part of, like, the... Oh my goodness. I could have just... There we go. There we go. Not that side, the other side. Why? You have already... You have a quarter of a heart, Jade. You are going to perish, and it is entirely your own fault. You have a quarter of a heart. Well, you done it now. Now you're stuck. Now you're stuck here forever. Do you really think this is gonna work? You being caught in your own little inferno. You're gonna run out of oxygen, if nothing less. I have a quarter of a heart here, just a note. I know you can tell because of the beeping. The beeping is omnipresent. We're going to have an entire episode where we have beeping again. Gosh, can you believe it? Like, I get the whole streamer mentality of live close to the edge and, you know, make things interesting, but, man, this ain't it, you know? This just makes it... Okay, I just figured out a way to solve this puzzle. I don't even remember if I solved this puzzle. And I certainly don't remember how I did, if I did. Yeah, that's not gonna work. No, but if you go to the down, just go to the down. You can... if you go down to the bottom there, then you can force the rock up. Yeah, it moves with you, don't it? But if you go further down on the bottom part, then it won't. Jade. Jade, you fool. What are you trying to accomplish? Grab a hold of it. No. Although I do appreciate the spider stack, but that's explicitly why they made that part so tall, so that you couldn't do... Now you're back to beds? Why... What? It's not gonna work! You're gonna fall, see? Now you're just jumping on the bed. Now you're just jumping... That doesn't help! You're just jumping on a bed now. Okay, look. Just lock onto it. Just... Oh my goodness. Why are you so bad at video games? What is this accomplishing? part is that if I don't figure this out... Oh, the Crawltula, yeah. You're gonna try and latch onto two things at once. You're gonna try and latch onto that and the Crawltula. That's not gonna work, Jade. It's a decent idea, except for the fact that it's a terrible idea. Because if you latch onto that, you lose the latch on the other thing. See? It's not gonna work. And now the Crawltula is just tired and bored. Much like the audience. Okay, just... Hooray! We got an elevator. And you killed your spider. I hope you're happy. The worst part is, it's going to be like another 3 episodes before I go back to recording. Since I've already done this entire recording session, and the audio is fixed on the next one. Actually, all the audio is fixed on the next one, as in, like, I actually have the audio fixed for the game that I had messed up in the first couple episodes. It was just an OBS thing. I messed up with the audio recording inputs. Still love the I can hop in the pots. So, you're not actually going to see me solve that puzzle for, like, another 2 episodes. It's going to be really annoying. I'm just letting you know. I can't wait until hiding in a pot becomes necessary. Like, that's going to become a requirement at some point. By the way, if you ever see me wiggling back and forth like this, that is me actually wiggling. So, you know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just a thing I do. Okay. Buy a heart, please. I begging of you. Gerudo sandals. They're cute though. Like, I would totally wear those. I'm actually wearing trans sandals right now. They're, okay, so when I was a kid, I learned that this type of sandal is called a thong. The kind where you have a strap that goes in between your big toe and the rest of your toes. This is called a thong sandal. This is a thong. So when I would go to the beach, I would say, "Hey, don't forget your thong." Like, don't forget your thongs. And people, like, people understood what I meant. They didn't think it was a weird. And then I got older, and then I met other people, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I just got wearing thongs." And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "What? It's the thong sandals. They're thongs. What? What's wrong? Why? What? What's going on?" And it was kind of embarrassing, but also really funny. But I genuinely didn't understand. But these thongs have a pink stripe, or have a pink. It's really half worn down. It's like half worn down on the heel and the area. So really, it's more trans now because the base is blue. So the part of the pink is worn off on the bottom. So it's more of, like, you know, the blue and the pink. And then I'm not gonna. Should I show a picture of the sandals? I'm gonna show a picture of my sandals. I'll put it on screen now. And they're comfy. What's the time mark on here? I'm at 19. Okay, and sorry if this hits anybody. That's actually a really good way of time stamping videos. Use a clicker. Like, unironically, using a clicker can help you timestamp your videos because it makes a very visually identifiable mark in the timeline in your editing software. And then you have the added bonus of keeping a clicker by your desk just in case that you have furries in your chat. Just saying. Hey, what's happening in game? I have no idea. I'm just walking around, talking to the pretty Gerudo, the ladies. Probably had some fantastic commentary that we're missing. Probably, like, super thirsty or whatever. Honestly, they're, like, weirdly inside. Probably not, but I don't know. Kitty. How do you feel about rooms like this? Like, there's not really anything going on in the room. There's not really a solid reason for there to be a room there. On one hand, it's good environmental world building because it just shows, hey, there's a random storage room, because of course there'd be random closets and storage rooms. On the other hand, there's no bathrooms anywhere. And so, like, I'm impressed you made it through the desert. I didn't make it through the desert. Are you kidding me? I didn't make it through the desert. I actually just climbed a mountain to get here. It was very easy. So So we need to get a tumbleweed. I don't think I ever got that yet. No idea how to stop it. They just kind of roll around, and if you touch them, they explode. Dude, you're cracked. That's so good. Oh, you're challenging us to a game of tag. Running now. If you tag me, you win. Yeah, this is really easy. He'll run away. You just block him in so that he can't run away, and then you win. Or she. They're all she's here. The turban looks more like a masculine chic headwear to me. It's not, but yeah. Gender's hard. Human gender is like it's really dumb and hard because humans look so similar between genders. Like there's no giant gender dimorphism, like you know, giant big plumage or anything. So I don't even like get it half the time. Gender is dumb, like just in general the concept. You know what I'm saying? Is my shirt lighter in the recording than it is here? Looks like it on the screen, but that might just be a video recording thing. Because I haven't changed my shirt. It's the same shirt. Well, I also haven't washed it, so maybe it's just dirty now. It's fine. I do need to wash it because I got a little ranch dressing on it when I was eating. I got some snap peas, and they're really tasty. You see, I got a farm share, so I can go to the farm every week and pick up a big old box of food. And the box of food had a bunch of snap peas in it. I'm like, heck yeah, snap peas, ranch dressing, let's go. I've still not set foot in the desert at all, just for the record. Look at that guy. He's so cool. Tornado? Tornado. See, yeah, this is one of those tumbleweeds I was telling you about. Targeting is weird in this game. I think it is a vertical differential. It explodes. But yeah, the Gwei is really good because it doesn't die before it attacks. I kind of feel like that's the biggest thing with the critters in this game, is you want to make sure that they can attack before they simply perish. And the Gwei is good because it's like, I'm in the air and dive bombing, and you're not going to hit me. Oh yeah, I need to go back there and redacted those sand dunes. Because I got something that can affect them. Is this spoilers? Is it spoilers if I am talking about my own show? Because this is the current episode, so I can't really spoil it for you guys. Like, this is the episode. I don't know. Spoilers are weird. You know, my worst spoilers have been when somebody has said either A, you know, it's not really a spoiler, but, or, what's the other one? It's either, well, it's not really a spoiler, but let me tell you this, or, like, just so you know, sort of thing, like, sand piranha. Now, you'd think the birds are great at eating fish. You know, birds love eating fish. But this bird, real bad at eating fish. Ow. Real bad at eating fish. It's just not cutting it. There we go. There we go. And it's not like I have a better solution here, because, like, what else am I going to use to eat the fish? You know, if it's going to just die from anybody I have. Other than other fish, we have to have fish-on-fish violence here. I love the sound effects in this game. Oh, this game is just so good in general. It's fun. It's lovely. I feel like I need like some sort of goop, some sort of a goopity goop, to stop those things from just detonating, to slow them down. But I don't really know how to do that. Scorponum. Jade, don't use the bird to solve every problem. It's actually something that I wanted to complain about, is the idea of using the same thing to solve every problem. Having a favorites button will do that to you. Oh wait, I don't have a favorites button yet. Having a redacted will do that to you. It makes it really easy to reuse the same solutions to every problem, and by not having good organization, because the organization of the summons in this game is really bad, especially as we know we're going to be getting a ton more. It's like, wow, this organization is wretched. If I could just sit right enemies, like and then just actually have a grid of enemies to pick from, I'd be able to be a lot more effective in it. You know, I could actually grab whatever I felt like is right for the situation. But if the Gwei is always at the front of the list, then I'm going to pick the Gwei. You know, if I have a favorites list, I'm going to stick to the favorites. It's just not going to be as effective at sparking the imagination. I mean, yeah, so you can manually spark your imagination and get yourself to think about things. Yeah, and you should, obviously. But, like, that's a different... But, like, that's a different, skill set now. That's a different... It's a different encouragement than just... It's not encouraging exploration, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you just have the Gwei at the beginning, and the Gwei works to solve combat puzzles, then why wouldn't you solve a combat puzzle with the Gwei, because it's already there, primed, ready to go, and then you're not going to be using your fancy new stuff that can do cool stuff. Or the fancy old stuff that you never bothered with. You know, I didn't think this was going to work when I tried it. I figured they would be blowing too hard for me to push against, and then it worked, and that was kind of cool. Also, this is the redacted that can blow the... Never mind, don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it in like 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, sand dunes! I think I have a thing for this. Yeah, okay, no, that's... You guys, you get it, you get it, you get it. Yeah, I like that it does push enemies around. I didn't really know what to do with that information. Like, I don't really have a lot of traps that I can push enemies into. I guess I have the little spiky dudes. Little spiky boys. But it would be a lot of work to set up, like, a wall of spikes and then set up a blowing trap to push enemies into it, and I don't even think it does that much damage. Look at this terrible bokoblin. Stop, what are you doing? Hey, do you even know your own throwing arcs? You're the worst. I'm like, oh no, I'll help you out. It's just a problem with the, you know, with your ears having a little trouble with this. It's fine. No, he's just awful, and should feel bad about himself. There, I've given him as good an opportunity as he can get. Huh? Huh? There he is, get him! Get him! Get him? Get... What are you doing? He's the worst. He didn't even catch his own boomerang. Congratulations, you hit him once. You want to throw your boomerang? Oh, he's the oh, look at this absolute failure of a bokoblin. And I want to give him another chance. So that's wave cannon. So these guys I don't think actually can hurt you. They just kind of like wiggle you around, but there's no fall damage, so like whatever. It's also kind of weird that they give you... They give you the wind cannon and the windy guys. I guess it's thematic to both be wind. But like, wind cannon doesn't do anything against them. I kind of thought it might like cancel out their storms and leave them helpless for a moment. Look at him! He just threw his boomerang straight into the wall! Why is he so awful at this? Now look at how a pro does it. Comes up, bam. Block, block, block. No worries, bam. Love him. He's so good. He's so good. Hi, badoomed. Haha. This guy's an ace. This guy's a pro. Tornado Echo. Hey, Tara. Tara's lying on a big, fluffy thing looking at us. It's very cute. Hype. We got a kidney. Huh. Ready for the big treasure? It's a Korok seed. 2 of them, though, which is pretty nice, actually. Like, that's a good treasure. I haven't gone back and actually upgraded yet, have I? No, I don't think I have. I should probably do that next time I record. Old bed overpowered. I kind of wish the old bed wasn't as good as it is in a way. And the tornado does go straight out ahead as soon as it spawns, which is nice because you can kind of use it as a projectile, but like, it doesn't do damage, so who cares? Like, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Go, Boomer Quanger, you've got this. You hit me with the boomerang. You hit me with the boomerang. Bruh. You know, at least he's doing some damage. He's doing his best, and that's just kind of pathetic. That's his best, I mean. What are you gonna pick? Honestly, Scorpion's not bad. It will occasionally just nothing personal kid and just teleport behind you. And they're fairly cheap. Cactus. You ever just bite a cactus? I mean, you shouldn't. It's not a good idea. I'm just wondering if you have. Part of me wants to get a huge army. Like, give me, like, I want a creature that I can summon 2 of them for 1 token, you know? Just let me summon, like, 16 little dudes and have them go ham on the enemy. That'd be awesome, right? Like, that'd be so cool. Ah! Sometimes I do that to make sure my recording is working. I just look at the OBS and go, ah! Just to make sure that my audio levels are correct. I also just do that in general, but like that's one of the reasons I do it. Yo, big money. Purples used to be 50, right? Didn't Purple Ruby used to be 50 and Silver was 100? Is that like different now? That looked like it gave me 10. Now, that's a 20, always has been. See them? They just teleported over there. It's pretty cool. Apparently, zombies do 1 billion damages. If I were more clever, I'd be using the fire against them, because fire against zombies is, you know, a historically cool thing to do. Man, I do love the combat in this game. It's Pokemon Trainer in the best way, you know? Get him. Hooray! The beeping can cease, finally. I still feel like the telepoints should be used as bonfires. Like, they should restore you to full health. Because technically you could, you know, anytime you see one of those, you could teleport somewhere safer and farm up hearts. So it would just be a time save. It wouldn't even be a buff or a benefit. It would just, like, make it more convenient to go to them. And then, but then, like, would they respawn enemies? And that's then, are you, like, pretending to be souls, or instead of using your own conceptualizations? Because Nintendo doesn't like to copy other franchises. They like to use other franchises for inspiration. And let's be honest, everybody's copied the whole Souls format, you know? Everybody's just copy-pasted the bonfire because it's a brilliant idea. I don't blame them for it. It's a great thing to copy. Do it. Copy the things that are good, you know? But... But this is just a telepoint. And honestly, I have a lot of respect for Nintendo's design process. Everyone's complaints about Nintendo is always about Nintendo legal, and I get that. But, like, people will say, oh, I don't like Nintendo as a company because of their policies on copyright. And it's just like, get over yourself. Nintendo is an amazing company that makes amazing games. They have some of the best innovative minds, some of the best minds of game design. They are experts at taking a concept and iterating upon it instead of just simply regurgitating it. They're outstanding. Yeah, their legal are not ideal. Their legal have, you know, sticks up places, but that doesn't, you know, don't disdain everything else that they do well because of that aspect. You know what I'm saying? We could have just shown her the tornado right now. I mean, we have it. And whatever. Surely this will work. It doesn't work. You're not a Gerudo. Piss off. That's what she says. That's actually what she says. Wah! I have to stay at my post. I can't help somebody. Yeah, that's not the Gerudo, like, creed or ideals. So screw you. Heck, you know. One glorpity right there. You must save the cutie patootie from the glorpity. Bonk. Look at this guy. Look at him go ham. He blocked the bats. Like, he's not the best at hitting bats, but, like, when's the last time you hit a bat? Come on. When's the last time you hit a bat? Be honest. Yeah, that's what I freaking thought, poser. You missed the stationary bat! This guy, however, I will blame for not hitting a bat, because he sucks, and I don't like him. Hi, we're super cute and powerful warriors, and I'm Donpha, captain of the Gerudo Warriors. Huh? Like, we're you know, a cool person for here, and we're like helping out and stuff. They actually did a double take. They actually did a sprite, and this is not actually okay. So here's an interesting thought. This isn't pixel art, obviously. It's not sprite art, obviously. But the acting style is in the style of pixel art, of sprite art. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way the characters are emoting is a very sprite art style, and I don't know what to call that style other than sprite art or, I mean, puppetry. It is puppetry, but it's like using the emotives and the expressions in this way, I think is a really cool idea. Yeah, we need to get to a place or something. I don't know. I'm sure I was very interested in discuss the plot the first time around, but at this point now, no, less so. Well, that was fun. But, Terra needs to be pet, so I'm gonna go do that. I cold end here, right? Pretty sure I don't do anything else interesting for the rest of the episode. So I can just, like,